What's good, folks? This is Nightmare Frame coming at you with the new Guild Wars 2 video. This video is to help guide all new players and other players to get into Fractals. Fractals are a mix of dungeons, but not any ordinary dungeons. Each Fractals has its own lore, augmented reality, and special mechanics. Unlike dungeons, Fractals need a proper group setup and gear to be able to survive its instabilities. So yes, proper group comps matter. The Chronomancer, Druid, and a Banner Warrior are a staple, and the last two slots can be whatever DPS, but metas change it so it can go back and forth from Condi or Power. To embark on your journey into the Fractals of the Mist, you would need to be in Lion's Arch and travel to the Fort Mariner waypoint and head towards the floating island that holds up the Asura Gate in the middle. As you approach the gate, a window with many options will appear. This window displays all the available Fractals from Tier 1 to 4. If you're just starting out, the only one which you'll be able to participate in is Tier 1, the Initiate Scale, and start out at a low level Fractal. The more Fractals you do, the higher your personal Fractal level will get. There are a multitude of rewards from Fractals, and that makes Fractals a good source of gold, ascended items, infusions, upgrades, special currency, and much more. You can earn from 15 to 30 gold from just simply doing your dailies. Ascended weapons and armor will usually drop in the form of chests from your daily rewards in Fractals. Items like accessories and rings will just come as they are when you receive them. Fractal Encryptions drop a multitude of items, from junk items that sell for really decent money and all the way up to ascended recipes and Tier 5 materials. Pristine Fractal Relics are a time-gated Fractal currency, which can be earned from doing your dailies, challenge modes, and daily recommended. Everybody can choose a skill, but only up to your personal Fractal level. So if you're grouping up with me, anyone in my party can basically choose level 100 Fractal and participate in it, even though you're a level 1. You can easily find a group with people who are starting out just like you. A good way to build experience is just to dive into it. The Fractals do repeat but scale up in difficulty the higher you move up. But don't be too hasty and jump into higher Fractal levels, or you'll be punished by your lack of gear and Agony resistance. Just like raids, Fractals are gear dependent. The correct good gear with the right infusions will ensure your success and survival. Survivability doesn't only depend on your supports, but also on your knowledge of the Fractals and their mechanics. Agony is a heavy mechanic and an effect unique to the Fractals of the Mists. It works like a super painful dot that cannot be Condi cleansed, but the damage received can be mitigated using infusions that grant Agony resistance. The maximum Agony resistance is 150, and here you can see the strength of your character's AR by approaching this area once you've selected a Fractal level. It will allow you to see if you have the appropriate AR. Once you step onto this zone, you will be inflicted with Agony associated with the difficulty scale of that particular Fractal. Players encounter Agony beginning at difficulty scale of 20. Unlike conditions, Agony is not removed upon going down. Agony will also do 3 times more damage, causing you to be defeated quicker. Enemy attacks that apply Agony can be avoided by dodging, evading, blocking, going invulnerable, and other actions that prevent the attacks from hitting. In certain Fractals, upon reaching a final area where the boss is, all players will be inflicted with Agony. In addition to Agony infusions, you also have potions. Potions are used only within Fractals to boost stats for a certain period. They stack up to 5 for the optimal result, so better off buying the large than the small individual ones. The more Fractals you do will allow you to get infinite potions, and ultimately get the Omni Potion, which combines the 3 potion types into one. Yes, you can start Fractals with exotic gear and build up from there into Ascended. You can do Tier 1 up to half of Tier 3 with just Ascended accessories and exotic armor and weapons. But that means your accessories need to be properly infused. Here are some of the merchants that you need to pay attention to when first starting out in Fractals. Little tip with Fractal Encryptions: save your encryptions and buy keys daily. This provides you with a decent income if you're a daily Fractal goer. Also, level up your crafting, people. New players think they can start Fractals and get easy ascended gear, but that's not the case. On very rare occasions, you get gear chests, and on that lucky chance you get an armor chest, it ends up being with random stats that does not suit your class, and the only way to stat swap if you have your crafting leveled up. But of course, you can buy very few inscriptions and insignias off the trading post, and they usually end up being very pricey. So do the right thing and don't be lazy. Alright folks, that's been all from this quick Fractal guide. I hope it helped you out. Catch you folks later, and as always, peace.
Why has protection not been stripped? What the fuck?
Because I'm not running Disenchanter.
Oh. Has that been the case this whole time?
Yes!
How have I not noticed this? Fuck.
He even said it!
That's
I
my
fucking said it at the start!
That's because I was focusing on my rotational move, but now I'm on hollow and I know the rotation has been wide.
Oh,
I
he
can
fucking...
notice these things.